There's a day every man who's been through heartbreak eventually experiences. It's the day she sees you again, but it's not really you anymore, at least not the version she left behind. She'll notice it before you even speak. The posture, the calm in your eyes, the way your presence feels heavier, more unshakable. And that's when it hits her. She doesn't recognize this man. Months ago, maybe even years ago, she walked away thinking she could find better. She thought she had all the time in the world. She thought you'd still be there, waiting, wounded, hoping she'd come back. But now she's staring at a man who has quietly rebuilt himself piece by piece. A man who took the pain she left behind and forged it into something rare, strength. She'll remember the little things you used to do for her, the way you always made yourself available, the way you put her first, even when it cost you pieces of yourself. And for the first time, she'll realize those days are gone. You're not cold, you're not bitter. You're simply untouchable in a way she can't quite explain. Because you've learned the most powerful lesson a man can ever learn. You don't need her or anyone to feel whole. Your silence will speak louder than anything you could ever say. She'll try to test the waters, a casual text, a question that doesn't really matter. But deep down, she's not just looking for an answer. She's searching for confirmation that she still has a place in your life. And that's when it will hit her. She doesn't. She'll remember the man she left, the one who doubted himself, the one who needed her validation. But that man is gone. In his place stands someone she can't manipulate, someone whose life is full without her, someone who commands respect just by existing. And here's the part she'll never admit. This version of you is the man she always hoped you would become, but she never thought you'd do it without her. She thought she'd be part of the journey, the reason behind your rise. Now she's realizing she was only the spark that lit the fire, and you carried it without her. The irony? The very moment she starts to truly want you again is the exact moment you no longer care if she does. Because your life is no longer built around her. It's built around purpose. She'll hear about you before she sees you, maybe through a friend, maybe through whispers on social media, the trips you've taken, the weight you've lost, the confidence that radiates in every picture. She'll scroll through your life like a stranger looking into a world she no longer belongs to. And she'll wonder, how did I lose him? That question will eat at her, not because she wants to love you the way she should have, but because deep down, she knows she's no longer the center of your world. And for a woman who once had your heart in her hands, that's the deepest cut of all. She'll try to convince herself that she could get you back if she wanted to, that she still has the same power over you. But every interaction tells her the truth. You're different now. It's in the way you take your time to respond, in the way your words carry weight but never desperation, in the way you seem genuinely at peace whether she's in your life or not. You've built a life that doesn't orbit around her approval. And the more she realizes this, the more she feels something she never expected. Regret. Regret for not seeing your worth sooner. Regret for mistaking your kindness for weakness. Regret for believing you'd always be there, no matter how she treated you. But here's the twist. This new version of you doesn't thrive on her regret. You're not doing this for her to see. You're doing it because you finally saw yourself. And that's what makes it sting even more. Because when a man transforms for himself, not to win her back, that's when she truly loses him forever. The man you were before lived in reaction to her presence or absence. The man you are now lives in response to his own calling. And that's a life she can't compete with. One day she might work up the courage to tell you she misses you, that she thinks about you, that she wonders what could have been. But you'll hear it differently now. You'll understand it's not love speaking, it's the shock of losing her hold on you. By the time she realizes what she had, it's not just that the door is closed, it's that the house has been rebuilt. The address has changed and you no longer live there. Weeks turn into months, and the distance between who you were and who you've become grows wider than she could have imagined. She used to know every detail of your life, your habits, your fears, your ambitions. But now, it's like she's staring at a stranger. A man she once thought she had figured out, yet now, she couldn't read you if her life depended on it. You've stopped explaining yourself. Stop posting for validation. Stop making sure she knew you still thought about her. And because of that, your silence has become the loudest thing in the room. Silence, it's a strange weapon. It doesn't attack, it doesn't chase. It simply forces the other person to sit with the echo of their own choices. And that echo gets louder with time. She'll start replaying the arguments, the days she ignored you, the times she assumed you'd always be there. She'll remember your patience and how she mistook it for a lack of options. And now she knows she was wrong. Because you were never the man who couldn't walk away. You were the man who simply chose to stay. Until you didn't. Your presence was a gift she thought would never expire. But every man eventually learns. Even the most patient soul has a final day. Now your eyes hold something new. Not bitterness, not revenge, but an unshakable calm that comes from finally valuing yourself more than you value someone else's approval. And that calm is the one thing she can't compete with. Because once a man finds peace within himself, no one can take it from him, and no one can use their absence to destroy him. So when she finally reaches out, when she sends that message late at night, when the loneliness hits and the curiosity becomes too much, you'll feel nothing like you used to. No racing heart, no hope, just clarity. Clarity that the man she's chasing now is a man she'll never get back. Because he's not chasing her, he's chasing his purpose. Months from now, you'll look back at this version of yourself, the man who thought life ended when she left, and you'll barely recognize him. You'll see how much you've grown, how much you've rebuilt, and how much strength was hiding inside you all along. You won't just be okay again. You'll be unshakable. Because this pain you're feeling right now, it's not the end of your story. It's the fire that forged you. She might look back and wish she had stayed, but you'll be too far ahead to care. Not because you hate her, not because you want revenge, but because the man you've become lives in a world she can no longer enter. And that is the greatest victory, to become so complete within yourself that no one's absence can break you and no one's presence can define you. So I'll leave you with this. When that day comes, when she finally calls, when she finally says she misses you, will you even answer? Or will you be too busy living the life you were meant to have all along? Let me know in the comments, because your answer might just inspire another man to finally choose himself. If this spoke to you, and when she finally sees you again, whether in person, online, or just through the whispers of mutual friends, she won't see the man she left. She'll see someone unshakable, untouchable, unrecognizable in the best way. Every ounce of pain she caused you, it's now the fuel in your veins. Every sleepless night you spent thinking about her, it's now the focus that built your discipline. Every tear, every unanswered question, every hollow, what if? It's now the foundation of a man who no longer chases approval because he's too busy chasing his own greatness. And here's the thing, by the time she realizes what she lost, you won't even be angry. You won't feel the need to prove anything, because the man you've become no longer lives in her world. He's built his own. And in that world, her opinion is nothing more than a shadow that can't touch the sun. So ask yourself, when that moment comes, when she finally looks at you and knows she can't reach you anymore, will you be ready? Will you be standing there as the man she never thought you could be? Or will you still be waiting for her to come back? Let me know in the comments, because your story could inspire another man to stop waiting and start becoming. If this message hits you deep, subscribe for more, like the video so it reaches the men who need it most, and share it with a brother who's still in the storm.